there's an issue when the man, the leader, the husband is leaning towards one over the other. And it doesn't matter whether he's leaning towards the incoming wife or he's leaning towards the initial wife or the subsequent wife or whatever you want to call it. Either way, the leaning is not okay. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. It's your Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And in this video, we're going to talk polygyny right now. And one of the things that we are going to talk about and discuss in this video is when you are not in control of your marriage, when someone else is in control of your marriage. The reason why I thought it was important to do this video is because of the different comments, emails, inboxes, all those different things of wives who are stating that they cannot mind their marriage by minding their marriage because someone else is taking over. Someone has the reins. Someone is controlling the shots. Usually it is the initial wife, so to speak. I don't want to make this a versus. It's not about that. I do have to call out things the way it's been put out there as well, though. And I know that polygyny is a touchy subject. I know that as we talk more about polygyny and as we educate more about polygyny, a lot of challenges are going to come with that. There are going to be people that want to cause drama. There are going to be people that are going to say, well, this is worse than the other. There are going to be people that want to compare whose life was harder or, and take sides. It's not about taking sides. It's not about playing a versus. It's not about playing victim. None of that. What it's about is trying to call out the things and be accountable for what it is so we can fix it. I'm known as the accountability coach because when I speak, I do speak directly. I understand all types of emotions. I am an empath and is not a self-proclaimed empath. I am known to be that. However, because of what I went through in my life, what I've seen others go through and what I've coached others through, there's a way that you deal with people and deal with situations in order to allow things to fix themselves or work themselves out, or you have to do what you need to do in order to make sure these things work out, period. And make sure that your life is fulfilled. It's really difficult though, when you are in a marriage, you marry someone, and you feel as though that you have no control or very, very little control of the way your marriage is going to look. Because in polygyny, you have someone else calling the shots. And what I mean by that is that you have a person that do not like that you exist in this marriage to their husband, which is also your husband. Because in polygyny, the man can marry multiple wives and be married to them. And that takes responsibility, and that takes responsibility on the man's part. So there's an issue when the man, the leader, the husband is leaning towards one over the other. And it doesn't matter whether he's leaning towards the incoming wife or he's leaning towards the initial wife or the subsequent wife or whatever you want to call it. Either way, the leaning is not okay. But what people don't understand, that sometimes it's not about leaning, it's about calling it for what it is. And sometimes people don't want to be called out on their BS. Sometimes people don't want to be called out on the manipulation or problems that they can cause just because they feel a certain way. Yes, we can feel, it's okay. You know, that's our soul. We can feel things. We should be able to feel things. But the way you respond or react to your feelings is a big deal. And if your response or reaction to feelings that you have is to hurt another person, or to disregard or degrade another person, or to X a person out like they don't exist, then that says a lot about you as a person, not about the other. And I'm going to call out piece by piece different things why that is not okay. I'm going to talk straight, and I'm going to probably say some things that people don't like, but that's okay. Because, you know, the truth hurts, or the truth is the truth. And sometimes the truth may hurt, or the truth can set you free. But at first it may piss you off. So I may say some things that is going to be truthful, but it may make a lot of people, or maybe make some people, or maybe a little bit of people upset.
I am Coach Nazir.
And I'm Coach Fatimah, his wife.
And I am Coach Nyla. I am also his wife.
We are the founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as the authors of the book,
Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored.
And I'm sure you're asking yourself, how can you get your hands on a copy of it right now? The great part is, we're about to share that with you, but first, let me tell you about why you need to at least get your hands on one, or maybe more copies, depending on where you are in your polygynous journey.
Some of the things that we discuss in our book are issues about trust, insecurities, jealousy among wives, and maybe even, possibly even, creating lasting friendships.
Especially friendships amongst co-wives. And we share in this book how you can understand that it takes a village, that polygyny is not some taboo topic or something that's going to leave women stranded alone, and kids not loving each other, or feel like they're left alone by their fathers or from their fathers, or whatever the case may be. You will learn so much in this book. Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored.
Indeed, we lay down the practical steps that we wish we would have had when we started our polygynous journey over 13 years ago. Well, the time is here, and all you have to do, go to letstalkpolygamy.com. Order a copy, order the bundle, do whatever it is you need to do so there's no more excuses, and we making marriage great again by reminding people of polygamy, which is an ancient solution to a modern day problem. Let's talk polygamy.com. Get your pre-sale order on. With that being said,
make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level
every single day.
Visit the link. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace. So here we go. That wasn't a disclaimer. It was just to set the stage and let you guys know that this is not going to be a sunshine and rainbows hunky-dory video. It's something that needs to be put out there, and something needs to be said. So as an initial wife, you have power. Regardless if you want to believe it or not, regardless if you want to say that, well, this person came in and they disrupted some things and I feel this way, or whatever the case may be, you still have to understand truth is truth and real is real. It's a first wife world. You have power. Why do you have power? Because the way society sees it is that you were first, which is the truth. You were. But because you were first, then everything has to go through you. Everything has to go through you. If he's to marry again, it has to be okay by you. If, he is to marry again and he, wants to bring his kids around his second wife or any incoming, or the wife, then it has to go through you. These type of things, society sees that it has to go through this person. This person has to be okay with it. Not that the husband is the leader, not that the husband is the man, not that the husband is the protector, the provider, and things is that for that nature, or in that nature, is that it doesn't matter. This is who you need to make sure you're pleasing. And if she's not pleased, then you're the bad guy and she's the bad girl, or whatever the case may be, because everything should be hunky-dory on this end. If it's not, then everybody else who has hurt this person is wrong. And not that if you hurt a person, period, you shouldn't be hurting people. It is what it is. However, we have to understand what that entails, because we can be hurt by some things that a person was not intentionally trying to hurt a person. Not only that, is that wasn't for them to be hurt to begin with. And we're going to take it off incoming wives and subsequent wives and initial wives with stating this. I'm talking about specifically people in general. And when it comes to our feelings, when we say someone has hurt us, or this person did this thing and it hurt us, did they really hurt us, or did we take it as something that was painful for us? So we have to understand those things too. And that goes into a whole thing about being emotionally mature and all that other stuff. And we have a number of videos on that topic as well. What I'm stating is that when you take something that happens that is permissible and turn it and use it as a tool to manipulate and control someone else's life. I've had a number of incoming wives, and I'm stating this I'm going to talk about incoming wives needing to speak up. I'm going to talk about husbands needing to man up, and I'm going to talk about first wives, initial wives, minding their marriage. That goes for everybody, though, minding their marriage. But what I mean by that is that because your husband married again does not mean he doesn't love you. Does not mean that he don't care about you. That doesn't mean that he is not going to provide for you and be there for you. And a lot of wives know that, which is why they understand the power of manipulation, the power of stating that I don't know that person over there, so no, she can't see my kids. You can't take my kids over there. Like the husband did not exist in creating those children too. And that, he should not have a say so. And that he's just a dummy head, and he doesn't know that this person over here is actually secretly evil and she's going to harm or do something with the kids. Like he just totally, lost his marbles and his sense after he married you when he married someone else. That's not wise to do those things, to say those things, or to be that way. It doesn't show emotional maturity. Like I stated, people are not going to like this video or like what I have to say, but I'm putting it all out on the table so people can kind of understand. Whoever needs to get it will get it. Whoever needs to understand it will understand it. Whoever want to grow, they'll see it for what it is and learn from it. Husbands who say, well, I don't want this to happen. I don't want her to divorce me. I don't want her to take the kids. I don't want. And she's threatened to do that. And she said this and she, whatever, all these different things. But you say, you know what, I married again already, or I wanted to marry again. And these are the reasons why. You have to make the choice. So as you all can see that this is a very serious topic that can tend to go on a little long. So we're going to actually stop the video here and continue it with a part 2. So if you guys made it this far, congratulations, and look for the part 2, which is the second part of this video in the near future. Actually, it'll be coming up very, very soon. So don't worry. But if you made it this far, make sure you put PSA in the comments for polygyny service announcement, because this is what it is. And this is what I'm calling it. And until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. As I stated before, and state in all the videos that I state, if you found some benefit to this and you think it could benefit someone else, sharing is caring as well as sharing. And I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.